Man, I'm glad we figured out that technical difficulty early.
Guys,
like 10 minutes in, and
Chris McGraw, they call you the best of it for nothing, baby.
Chris, can I ask one favor? Could you lower my headphones a bit?
You're number one.
We're all living rent-free in Peter's brain right now.
Oh, look, you can go a little higher, Chris.
Hiya.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you take me higher?
Sounded just like the song.
I went to, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday night. It's a little dark, I know. I'm going to try to do my best to lighten this up when I do the editing, but it is so hot out here. There's no way we're sitting in the sun for an hour here to do this beautiful podcast. I got Chris and McGraw on the ones and the twos, the man setting everything up here, getting it all done for the last 199 episodes. We got Pat Lynch.
I'm back, baby.
2 weeks in a row. Pat and Joe locking it in. Doing us a favor. We got 3 weeks.
We held out, but our contracts have been renegotiated, and we're good to go, baby.
Sorry, you're not getting Jordan Love money, but
we're not even getting
Tua.
You're not getting WNBA salaries. I'm sorry, guys.
Shit, we're barely getting minimum wage at this point.
And then we got Joe Keneally with all the good vibes and the good topics today. So thank you again here for joining us. Joe brought me back to. So I started revisiting some of our episodes, and our first episode was 2 years ago today.
First video
on YouTube. Actual us
On the YouTubies.
was 2 years ago today.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy. And we used to start every podcast off with the crack of the beer.
Yep.
And Joe got it real good there.
I did, yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Bringing it back, baby. Bringing it back.
And so we'll get reminisce about the first 200 episodes next week, but and we'll talk about some thoughts on 200. We'll get into that though. But
Yeah.
we just got back from a wonderful, wonderful day at Wrigley Field.
If you were at Wrigley today,
The Cubs didn't lose.
we were on the field, and
At
that's
least
why
that.
the Cubs didn't lose. Yeah. We were on the field.
We almost lost a couple kids.
Yeah.
Jokingly trying to reduce against the population in the general
Listen,
Field
man,
area.
Listen, man, when you're throwing that heat,
Joe was getting some good heat in there.
Get out of the way, bro. Get out
Joe
of the
was
way.
chucking it.
Chris, were any of mine a little spicier now? They didn't look like you.
If that breeze could just stay, that'd be great.
Yeah, there was a couple ones that were spicy. There was
Okay.
a couple that hit the glove and they made a nice little snap.
Oh, everybody had some good snap.
Yours were
like
Yeah. So when we started off, Pat was throwing. I thought Pat was going to throw a little more heat, and he was. I don't know why I was so uncomfortable catching the balls, but by the end of it, when Joe, tagging balls from Joe, I felt like I was back in high school, digging out grounders, trying to save people's lives. It was so much fun.
Oh, it was a blast, dude.
I see why the Nets are on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I would do that again because it was free. Again, it's not. I think it's so much more for the kids, which is I totally get. But it still had a lot of fun for us.
Oh, it was
And-
It's
absolutely.
fun playing catch in the field.
yeah. And then just kind of sitting in Wrigley, doing whatever you want.
Also getting access to like certain things that you probably never would see unless you actually take like a tour or something.
The next year we'll do it. Next year we'll get there for like we did and get to the batting cage real fast.
We could have done it.
Yeah,
we
we
just
could
wanted the
have
ball so
easily,
bad.
Yeah.
We're like
you can hit balls. We're looking to catch balls. Where do we need a ball? We need a ball.
But no, it was a great time, and thanks to Pat for kind of setting that up for everybody. Definitely a lot of jealous people out there who wish they could have been a part of it. So it's always a good feeling when you're making everybody else a little jealous. You know what I'm saying, boys?
Yeah.
Woo woo.
When you're showing them what the finer things in life are all about.
Yeah. Then 3 weeks from now they'll be like, "Hey, how's your lives now, bitch?"
Oh, yeah. Well, and 1 week for me.
Well, Joe will do that.
Yes.
Joe will be the one we live vicariously through.
What is this for?
Saturdays are on you, Joe.
Saturdays, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It felt it's a
Saturdays
good
in the
way to
park.
end it. And my uncle gave us was trying to make us feel bad this week, Chris. So we're working a little bit in the morning, trying to get some things done. I feel like we're doing pretty good so far for the year, so that's always a good feeling. But so we got up early, went for a workout, ran, and then we went and did a couple hours of work before we went out. And my uncle was like, if you guys are taking we don't want once you take the weekend off, I don't want to be bothering you. And it's just like, all right, you don't really have to throw that in our face, but
There's this old bitch though that is
Well, then you
really
tell
holding some things up.
just tell them, okay, don't bother me.
Thanks, love you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
Such a sweetheart.
Work is it's a fickle bee. You got to have it to have these experiences, but God, does it suck sometimes. Joe sent the best. I know he said this in the car, but there's a meme going out there where like Elmo after a long week, dealing with some, post.
Pepping himself up.
Yeah, post.
Yup.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
looking himself in the mirror.
I don't think I've seen this.
Here,
I
I'll
was
show
playing
it
it
to
in the
you,
car. Were you not listening?
We'll
I
show
was
it to you
clearly
real quick.
not
You can take
looking.
a. It's so good. The best part, the ending is so good. All right, let's get fucked up. Yay!
Thanks for ruining it. Spoiler alert.
Oh, it did. Trust me, it's good.
What? A meme had something to do with drinking that we were
I would do
passing
it.
around?
I would do it again. I'd watch it again. It's
Here, just give that to. Oh wait, don't. Wait.
Is this on the gram? Is this on the gram?
Yeah, it's so good. People on the. So we'll maybe try to post that on our Twitter, or we maybe repost it on the Instagram on Monday. So you guys, if you watch
Yeah.
on Monday, you can see it. We want to shout out Lena Lauren again for commenting. She responded. It's that end that makes it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yay!"
Let's go get Sheffy.
She responded. Actually, we had 2 comments this week.
I don't know that.
Oh.
Can I get copyright infringement on that? Because I feel like that's my Friday every Friday.
Oh, I know, right, dude? Some of these weeks.
What are you gonna do this weekend?
Same thing I do every weekend.
Try to
Get
forget.
Sheffy
Try
to
to remember what I did the
the
last 5
Trying to
days.
forget about the world.
Oh yeah. Lena Lauren said, "Haha, thanks for answering my question. Anyone who hasn't been wedged should get one on the next episode."
Lena Lauren, you can go fuck yourself right now.
Can
I
we-
have lived to 34 years old. I have been bullied and done some bullying. At no point have I ever given or taken a wedgie, and there's no need for me to start this late in my life. All right? Lena,
We had
No.
Joe, that would have been more.
No.
It would have been more forceful if you took your glasses down and made eye contact and did that.
oh no,
Oh, the coffee.
I'm getting heated.
I could see
I don't
it.
want to.
Usually it's Jessica Heat's reserved for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So thanks, Lena.
There was a comment about my feet. We're gonna skip over.
Oh, yeah.
They're asking for him back. Baby,
No,
come back.
This is just back onto
Piggies, come back.
on the episode that has now 2,300 views.
Ooh.
And then we got one from Chris's golf short that said "nicely done," check mark. And I don't know if he was giving you shit or not because
what was your golf short?
We just every Friday we do one.
Yeah, Peter takes one. And I said we should have gotten Pepsi putting, but he took a shot at us driving again.
Look at
Gideon.
Garfield in the.
Yeah, he's a cutie pie.
Oh, the other one was in the window earlier.
He's.
El Gato Gordo.
We have I have a harness for him to let him out here.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is he the one who's shitting in your grass?
No, I think that's a rabbit.
Oh, okay. And then somebody pooped on your the stand over there too. It wasn't me.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
As Joe looks his head down.
Well, I went up. It immediately made me think of. I was like, oh, human shit. I've only seen that in Paris, where the Olympics are.
Yeah.
What a
It's on
pivot.
CTA.
I was Mr. Davis now kind of listens sometime to our podcast when he's
Oh,
board,
Never mind. That was not
and
Thought
he
that was a
he's-
great
so he's
chance
trying
to
to pick
talk
up
about the Olympics.
So he's trying to pick up
Peter's
new
like,
hobbies ASAP.
Cool story. Never mind.
he oh no, we'll get into the Olympics. No, I get that, but human poop.
Nah, Peter wants to talk about other stuff, dude.
Sorry, no, you're
You
right.
suck, Joe.
Human poop is a thing that
We're staying on topic here, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to. You want to dive into human poop? Let's do it. Where did you see human poopy?
I said in Paris, where they're hosting the Olympics.
Now, was it just you're just walking randomly like, oh man, that's a
Yeah,
pretty big.
it was just a huge pile of human shit, multiple times. Too big to be a dog.
I was on a CTA car
Wow,
where
multiple
a guy
times
literally
too?
where a guy
Oh
took
yeah,
a shit.
multiple parts of the street, like as I was there.
Yeah, I do remember. I think you've told that story on the pod, Joe, or
Yep.
Pat, a few times.
It's not good.
No.
It's
Didn't you
traumatizing.
recently have something on the CTA that was kind of like you're like, oh damn?
No,
Oh,
so
some
yeah,
guy
I-
stand next to you, right?
Yeah, no. So
Sat-
I was like, I went to visit a client, and I took Katrina's out of town, so I took a train down there, and I'm like, oh, this is so much more efficient to get around the city. Why don't I do this more often? And then on the way home, I'm thinking of this about this myself. I'm like, why don't I do this? And then some drunk Polish guy got on the train, has some music on that I don't understand a word of, really, really loud. That's no headphones. That's no thing. And then he starts screaming them to me, and it's like as Joe, we're sitting next to each other. Joe, to me, that's where this Polish guy's at, and he's just like ya da 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 for like 5 stops, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm like, this is why I don't take a train. This is why. Now I remember.
Oh,
Thank you, Blue Line, for reminding me.
Jesus
Such a
Christ.
treat.
But yeah, so Mr. Davis listens to our podcast, and the only comment he had was we do swear a lot, and I was like, yeah, I listen to a few. I'm like,
We swear a lot less than we used to.
nah, maybe it's me. I think I swear a little more than I have recently on the podcast.
We can bring
Yeah.
the swear jar back.
We could definitely bring the swear jar back.
Oh, that was so we wouldn't get demonetized. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, we only need 500 subscribers, and we're at 161 now.
And Peter starts showing some feet, baby. We'll get there in no time.
Let them know, man. Let them know,
Let me
baby.
see them digits, Peter.
My feet are so disgusting. I don't get that one bit. But hey,
You can end this podcast by showing everybody like this little piggy went to market.
If they subscribe,
That's
to
our-
the
that's our
OnlyFans. We'll
that's
send.
our-
Here's what we'll do, Peter. We'll say it this way. If you subscribe to us, send us a message on the email, and Peter will show you send you some feet pics offline.
He'll give you free subscription to his OnlyFans of his feet.
Yeah, we need subscribers to the podcast, and then you get some secret time feet pics.
If you're a woman on OnlyFans and you hear all these people making crazy amounts of money, and you're like, don't make any money, does that hurt your self-esteem? You think?
Oh, you mean you sign up and you're like, I don't make shit?
Yeah, like you're like
Oh, kinda
you're
like-
doing like weird stuff, and you're like, you're trying to, and you're like the only person who's not making money.
They're kind of like the time where Brian like accidentally downloaded Tinder and
Got his
said
grinder.
it like, or
I don't think you download. I think you can be on Tinder. You can be male. Yeah.
and he ended up getting a bunch of guys liking him and drove just for an ego boost.
Oh
And got
yeah,
no-
but I was like, I would love to see if I'm attractive to anyone because I'm not getting it from the females. So let's see if the dudes are interested.
So kind of like that is what you're thinking.
And then
Yeah.
still swing and a miss, baby.
Oh.
Kind of like me trying to get a
Is that
grounder from
tumbleweed?
Chokinui today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just olayed it.
Joe's just like, love me, damn it.
Why doesn't nobody
Somebody-
love me?
Someone, please.
But things have changed. Joe's a happily married man now.
Yes.
He is.
And we had a great
Yeah,
time last week.
Now I'm married and I get rejected.
Sarah came out with us last week. She was the only one who did not. I actually wrote. So Open Table asked me for a review, and I told them straight up. I'm like, service was garbage. They missed an entire pizza. I wouldn't recommend it. Give them a 2.5 star.
Nailed him.
That's fair, man.
It's
That's
funny because
fair.
we've had a lot of good experiences at Happy Camper, both there and the one in Wrigleyville.
Yeah, but when you get too big, I think the one in Wicker Park does really well because they're not overly slammed always.
Is there one in Wicker? I thought that was a different company.
It's the same thing. I think they just call it something different.
It's called something different. It's Paradise, whatever, right?
Yeah,
you're
Paradise
right. I'm
Park,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
But
think it's
yeah.
the same thing.
Okay.
And Happy Camper, that Old Town one was originally was amazing.
That was the original one, right?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, everything was great. Their guacamole, I have to give it to them. Their guac was on fire last Saturday.
That was
That was a good
delicious,
guac.
yeah. I mean, honestly, it just came down to a really bad server. He didn't come by often.
He
Took the order incorrectly.
Yeah.
he stood by, like there was one at one point
Yeah.
where everybody was using the washroom, and he came by to the table behind us, asked them for something, and then just stood next to the bar and didn't do anything.
Didn't
Didn't
do
move.
anything.
Yep.
Didn't tell him anything. I'm like, what
also,
are you doing?
also be honest, the potato skins were a little lacking for me. That was too small.
I don't know.
Little
They
bite.
were
They were good,
definitely-
but they were just like,
they
it was
were
like, it was
definitely
like, this
small,
is
but I
it.
thought they
Yeah.
were pretty tasty.
They were a lot more gourmet than you would expect.
Yes, for potato skins too. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pizzas were fine. It wasn't anything out of this
The food
world.
was fine. It was good.
And then we went from there to Declan's, which was an oldie but a classic. Man, did that feel like old times. Enjoying.
Some open bar.
Oh man, we have not done an open bar like that.
Oh,
A little toasty.
Dude, that was like an adult open bar. We didn't have to pay for that. We didn't have to. Well, I guess we did have to get wristbands, but we didn't have to pay for.
I'm
the
not sure.
wristbands.
Was the idea that you get this free bar and then somebody else like put the bill, or they just like I didn't get the logic. I was like, are you supposed to stay there and drink afterwards?
I
Like,
think her friends.
I
Of
think
the
yes,
girl
they
who was
paid,
having the
yeah.
birthday, her friends paid for the tab.
Oh, that's
like,
even
or
better.
like for the open bar.
even
It wasn't.
better.
I talked
Even
to
better.
I talked to Emma. It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't like outrageous. They didn't have to pay for the space. All they had to do was the open bar, and they got the top spot. And then the food again. The food wasn't crazy. So I think Alex bought the food. Emma and the friends did the alcohol, and then somebody brought that cake, which the cake was phenomenal. Minus, I'm not an icing guy.
I
but
managed to avoid the cake.
that was a
every
lot.
morning.
I had a little slice of Pierre's cake. I wasn't. I do like
It
fun.
looked good.
Funfetti,
It
baby.
I
looked
do
good.
like funfetti. It did not taste all that great to me.
Peter, are the burgers on?
No.
Okay.
Well,
And
no,
then-
of course not. I'll get them on in like 15.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are gonna cook
yeah.
real quick.
I just want to make sure because I was like, these things are probably like a piece of brick.
Yeah,
at this
they're
point.
nuked. Yeah, they're nuked. Don't worry.
Give
Pat.
Joe enough beer, he'll eat them.
Yeah.
I remember the one time we ate the Jack's
much
Pizza.
I
We
want
cooked
to
the
I'm
do
other
sorry, I
day.
didn't mean to
beer.
put that in your mouth.
Remember we
I'm
cooked
sorry.
the Jack's,
Oh no, you're
Yeah.
good.
Remember we cooked the Jack's Pizza on there and it was
Yes,
like
that's
black on
what
the
I'm
bottom.
yeah.
And we're like, it's not that bad. I'm like, this is fucking awful.
But if you weren't as
we ate
drunk
it.
as we were,
We ate it. We still ate it. We're all like, this is
Yeah,
awful.
that's where like I think we had put on like a good like 4 or 5 hours of drinking and had nothing to eat yet.
yeah. And Joe, we've all learned when we come back here drunk, if we want to make food, don't let Pat make the food.
Good call.
You're either gonna get uncooked burgers or you're gonna get roasted pizza.
Yep.
Or like that one time where Peter cooked Sarah's plant-based burgers to charcoal briquettes.
One side.
That was not. Yeah. That
One
was,
side, because I didn't understand how to cook them. But the other side we did fine, and
Yep.
then we put the cheese in the
So,
charcoal
yeah.
side.
Then you just cut that bitch in half and it's fine. Don't worry about
Exactly.
it. Hey, we still
Here-
ate that brick of a Jack's pizza.
Yeah, we did. Pierre got the what is it? Pierre got the knife out and scraped out the burn parts.
I did a little scrape. And then we went from
Little bit.
Declan's. We went from Declan's to Enjoy.
I think we could. Are we calling Enjoy dead? Or is it official? Is
I
it
don't
died?
know. Enjoy was picking up as we were leaving. I wouldn't say we were.
It's not our bar anymore, though.
It isn't.
It is not, and it is not. Like, here's the thing: they keep the tables out, so
Yep.
you can't dance like you can,
Like you used to be able to.
and that, in and of itself, allows for less people to be in there and it look more
Yeah.
full.
Yeah, but they definitely had people coming in as we were getting ready.
It feels like people go in and out of there much
What
more.
time? What time was that when we were leaving that bar?
It's like
About
11:30
like
midnight.
11-ish, I would
Yeah,
say.
I would
And-
say that place pops off for maybe an hour to 2, and that's it.
I would
And
say-
even then, their pop off is nothing close to
No.
what it used to be.
I would assume that probably they pop off. Probably they start getting people in about 11. And they pop off until about 12:31. And that would
I
be,
would say that, yeah.
And
then
I
they're done.
publicly have to apologize to Joe. He did say, hey, we probably shouldn't do this. And I'm like, oh, let's give it a shot. And it was 100% right. We got in there and we're like,
I mean, they played a couple.
Listen,
well,
that was the busiest we've seen it in a long
Yeah.
time.
The
If
other
I'm
thi-
being honest.
the other thing they did is they screwed me and Pierre. They played a Fisher banger, and we stood around. We were getting ready to leave, and then they played a Fisher banger, and then that gave enough time for Danny to get there and buy another round.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he just immediately switched to
Yes.
different music
Yeah.
again. So it's like, yeah, it's just a weird DJ. DJ Burr is gone. DJ Burr was never like
Great.
crazy.
Yeah.
good or
Chris read
anything
some
like
reviews
that.
of
Yeah.
DJ Burr.
I just always think of Bill Burr. That's the only reason I know this guy's name.
You know what they need to go back? They need to get that original guy who used to make the line. It was never that busy until they fake a line. And then the fake line gets everybody like, oh, we got to get in here, we got to get in here, we got to get in here. And then
Yeah.
you get in there, now it's packed out of his mind.
Well, they used to do like 80s, 90s night on Saturdays, right? 80s versus 90s, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
that
Oh
the deal?
yeah, they should do 90s versus 2000 now.
Yeah.
I bet you that would crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Can't be
yeah.
any worse than it's good.
Joe,
back
you-
then.
Joe,
That's
you
kind
need-
of like
You-
the.
Joe, you need to write them an email.
Here's the thing. I think they hurt their reputation. Every time I go in there, it's like a Coke fest in the bathroom, by the way.
Yeah, it
And
is.
like that's annoying as shit to
Did
me.
they get rid of the vampire?
They also sell
bartender?
weed or like the fake weed stuff, like those weird
Yeah,
weed
no, yeah.
adjacent things.
So if it's going to be a druggy bar, then yeah, it is what it is. Then we just
Yeah.
were done.
No, very true.
I didn't mind so we did then we did the cocktail bar.
Cocktail bar
dope.
was fun. yeah.
Always, it's always
Right,
that's
that's
a
the name.
wonderful
Yeah,
place.
let's get his wallet back.
Pat got his wallet back. He found it.
Then we're going to
Peter
the
got
new.
it. Peter got it. Peter asked
Pat
for it.
lost his wallet the weekend before.
Mhm.
At the end of the night, that's where he ended his night.
Yeah,
So
poor choice.
we all go home.
Poor choice.
Pat goes to Bordeaux. I find out at last weekend. Pat lost his wallet. Peter's like, "There's no harm in asking, right?" And Pat's like, I guess I already reordered all my cards." Guy's like, "Oh yeah, here you go, boom, everything in there."
All his cash was there
And
too.
$14.
Yeah.
That was
I don't
a- that
remember
was a
having
shock.
$14 the weekend
Yeah.
before.
Jackpot. Then we were going to go to the new
We're going to Beauty Bar.
beauty bar, but beauty bar's line was insane.
Oh my God, that wow.
Insane.
So we went to Cleo's.
Which was still fun.
Yep.
It was a nice walk too. We had a nice
I
walk
was
and
trying
talk.
to figure out where I saw Cleo's, and I'm
It's
like,
on Chicago. It's way up there in
where-
Chicago.
I was like, "Where is this bar at?" And I forgot. That's right. We went to Beauty Bar, or tried to get to Beauty Bar. Went to this bar, and then went back to Beauty Bar.
Exactly. Yep.
that is correct.
And then we went back to beauty bar.
Yep.
Had a ball.
Dude,
That was
Beauty
a
Bar.
blast.
Beauty Bar is the new place.
It's amazing, and especially when you get in for free.
Yeah, but
How do we
that's
get for free?
because we got there at 1:30. They were closing in an hour.
Which is fine with me.
Yeah, but I
Dude.
mean, like if you try to get, I think if you read the sign, like you got to get there before like 10:30, but you have to have like a table reservation. So like if you want to
I
get it
didn't
for,
even know that place had tables.
They-
I've never
So
been
you're
in
thinking we
there
got to get
early
there around 9-ish, 9:30.
well,
Yeah.
but I think you're gonna pay.
We're not
cover
gonna
to
stay there
get
that long though. So I think the 1:30 is not bad.
I think the other thing is if you're gonna go there, you got to get there early. But the other thing is you probably got to understand you're probably gonna pay cover no matter what, unless you have a table reservation.
Fair point. Fair point.
The
Um,
only thing that sucks about Beauty Bar, and it's not even about Beauty Bar itself.
Hot
It's
as
just,
fuck.
it's just
Yep.
not. Oh, that actually yes,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
does suck.
I was waiting for somebody to come up when Pat looked like he went for a freaking swim.
Oh,
the other
Pat-
night.
so hot.
Pat and Joe both look like they had gone. For
It was
Joe
hot.
holds it better. Pat literally in his hair is
Oh
just.
yeah, Pat has it. Like Joe, you could see on his face. But
Yeah.
Pat, your hair just
My hair gets
so
my hair
Pat-
gets so
Pat
wet.
has like thinner hair, so you see it just starts like sticking up, and you just see all the beads. It's like it literally looks like what is the name? Like Dr. Seuss books. Like you just see a strand of hair with a big bubble of like sweat waiting to drip down, and you're like, but it's all over his head.
It's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
It's tremendous. It's tremendous.
So we're gonna go to Beauty Bar, boys. Let me know. I gotta bring a hat.
It's a good time.
yeah.
Good time.
I'll start wearing
It's a
my
fun
Under
weekend.
Armour again. But
Oh yeah, from the what's it called? Shit, from that other bar.
The
Oh,
back in
hideout.
the
The
day,
hideout.
yeah. But the
What
only
was it? What they call that? The
malt shop.
malt shop. Sorry, Joe. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say the only thing that I forgot about how hot it is, but there's not much around that area. Like Cleo's, we had to walk to.
Oh yeah, no, that's
So that's the only bummer.
Yes.
If you get there and it is a bad night,
Absolutely.
you're immediately
Or if
taking
there's a
an
giant
Uber.
lion, there's nowhere else to go around there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we can always try the California Clipper too. That was a fun bar. We haven't done that in a while.
Someone
And
got
that kind of turns into a little bit of a dancey after the live band.
Driving
The-
around where we did today, I was like, God damn, there's so many places that we don't go. But it's also like, I don't know. I just saw so many bars as we were driving through Andersonville and parts of
Yeah.
Wrigley that we've never even gone to, but they're probably not like the bars that we would go to on the weekend. I don't know. I just
Well,
like,
Andersonville is definitely not an area that we probably want
Yeah,
to
me,
spend a lot of time.
yeah,
That's
me,
true, too, yeah.
Pat, and Peter went to Andersonville one night, and
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
it was all right.
It was
wasn't
fine.
it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more like a lot of the bars are more like just if you want to like have some drinks and chill with friends and talk to them. That's probably more the vibe over there.
Okay. So we got some options in the podcast here. Got a lot of topics and discussion here. We can talk about I'm gonna leave one surprise for episode 200,
Okay.
but I bought the season 24 of Hot Ones
Oh, shit.
Hedonisms
Yep.
for episode 200.
That's awesome.
Oh,
We did
That
episode
is
1.
awesome.
We cannot do that before the boat.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can.
That would be insane.
That would be bad. Yeah.
It wouldn't be good. That's what I'm saying. We'd have to do the podcast Friday or Thursday, and but that's why I'm going to throw it out there. And I have another. I have another specialty coming with that for episode 200. It'll be a fun.
It's going
to be a fun
to
one.
tear our completely.
Well, we got to go
across-
stupid, right? I mean, this podcast has been born out of stupidity.
I mean,
Continue the stupidity. Enjoy the stupidity.
And I'm feeling like there's gonna be like a 200-ounce bottle of just Coors Light that me and Joe are gonna get a chance to tag team and drink down.
I'm not trying to kill you guys.
I-
Lauren
that's-
asked on one of the surprises.
I think I
She-
drink faster than I shotgun. If I'm being
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, your shotgun's a little.
the best shotgunner by far is Brian Hamilton.
Yeah. I don't know if that was his smarts or not, but he really did not do very well in that.
He did the wrong side. He opened.
Yeah, but was that maybe on purpose? He's like, oh,
Oh no! I've just spilled half the beer, guys.
I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't
Yeah,
put it
he's
past
too
him.
smart.
He's a clever motherfucker.
I forgot what I was gonna say. But so then, yeah, for the episode, I think we will talk about ideas to talk about, like from the first 200. I'm blanking on. I don't think 100 was
No, it wasn't 100 that we did it on. It was like 90 or like
something. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
close to us getting on YouTube, but we had that really nice camera, but it only took like 10-minute clips,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
didn't realize that until
I still have the video, but it looks like it was shot in the 80s. Like
Yeah.
it's just so tinted yellow. I don't know what it was about the camera or settings or something, but it was like, yeah, it's 4 clips or it's like 4 things,
Yep.
5 things, and we also didn't have a good
Damn, we
mic
still
at the
need-
time.
No, we didn't. You're right. We did the middle thing.
We had
yeah.
the globe in the middle.
Can
Yeah.
we still? I just found the globe's downstairs. I was pulling
Yeah,
out boxes.
still alive,
there.
baby. Still
Still
there.
there. Man. We still need another 165 episodes to get a full year's worth of podcasts to make people watch.
Oh, get the date.
Wh-
You're saving enough for every
365.
day.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was like, man, I'm an idiot.
I was wondering why Peter didn't get
Yeah,
that.
Bear looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, "You stupid bitch."
How many years have we done the podcast?
It's gonna go on 4-year anniversary.
Oh man, 5-year anniversary coming up.
I think it's going on 4. I think no, just
Well,
we're
it's
not.
it's
yet
50, I mean,
five.
it's 52 weeks a year, right?
Let's see what. YouTube wouldn't count, right? We have to go to Podbean.
Yeah, because as soon as we
52
started,
You
weeks
can go to
in
YouTube all the way because we posted every single one.
Yeah, but you would have posted it when you started YouTube. We didn't start on YouTube, did we?
No, I guess
we
not.
did not. Yeah.
I mean, Podbean was where we were at
were
originally.
never on the
While
YouTubies.
Chris looks that up,
Yeah, while I look it up, I'll let you.
I've
guys-
got a few things. We can go Olympics, or we can go. I have a new segment on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
They have 5 things new kind of like a 10-minute clip, like 10-minute almost podcast, and I like it a lot. It's from CNN, and it's 5 things to get your day started. So every time, like I'm at the gym Monday through Friday, so I watch it, and I figured I can do the 5 things for the week that I thought were the best out of the 5 days of 5 things.
So yeah, you out of the 25.
Yes,
you
I
pick
could
the
give you,
top
and then you
5.
guys could just if there's something that sparks you, bring it in. If it's falls short and you guys you're an idiot, tell me I'm an idiot.
I see. Okay, cool. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll start
Do
with
you want
that.
to start with one of those and maybe?
Remember last week when I said the days were getting long because of climate change, and you guys didn't like that one at all? That was I
that was a piss poor effort.
I should have put that one into
Guess how many days?
Or no, I should have put the crickets like that on that because you guys were so quiet.
We're
on
all
that
like
one.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
2
Like
minutes.
it's
4 milliseconds.
2 milliseconds,
It
bitch.
is. Yeah. Shorter than the time it takes to blink.
The turtles from the Rocky movies. You know when he went into the shop to buy from Adrian.
Oh yes, they still alive?
He still owns them, and they just
Dude.
turned 40.
Get the hell out! He still owns them.
Wow.
How insane is that?
That's wild. now that's a nice little fact there. You know, not like that. How the years are getting longer. Bullshit.
So you know, hey, we are so ahead of the game. By the way, our podcast legitimately is. I feel like before topics get huge, we're at least 2 weeks ahead. You know how we talked about how AI in McDonald's was tracking your stuff, and like this customer's coming in is getting charged different than this person's coming in.
Oh wow.
Starbucks is doing this.
Well,
all
I should use the app, baby.
They were talking about it, and yes, we
That's
were talking
fucked
about.
up,
Jewel
man.
forces you to get if you want a good.
Oh, I hate this. They have the new digital
The
app.
digital coupon that if
Because
you want,
they want to sell your stuff.
What happens?
Yep.
What happens to the old phone number that you can put a fake 8675309 and get your discount?
you still can do that.
Hello, Patrick. Sunday, Lauren and I go to Mariano's, pick up all our stuff. Or no, was it No, it wasn't Mariano's. Where did we go? Crap.
Whole Foods?
Aldi's.
No, I'm trying to. What did we
Trader
buy together?
Joe's.
I'm
No,
sorry,
dude,
give
you
me a
went
sec.
with me and Pat on
Yes,
Sunday.
yeah, not to Mariano's. No, me and Lauren went somewhere. Where did we shop at?
Target.
Target. Walmart.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Coles. I apologize. I'm sorry. So, and this lady was so goddamn annoying. We're at Coles.
Here you go, Peter, to cut you off real quick.
Yep.
Episode 92 was when we did the hot ones.
Okay, thank you for that. So we go to Coles, and this lady was so goddamn annoying. And she's like, "Do you have a phone number?" So I typed in my parents' phone number. And
Yeah.
So-
Yep.
you know what I did?
The 773.
773-867-5209.
And the lady goes, "Hello, Jennifer," and I was like, "How we doing today?"
Not even missing a beat.
Lauren's
Jennifer, right?
Lauren like looked at me like she was like
Who
suspicious.
the fuck is this
We
Jennifer?
get in the car.
I'm a cool. Who's this
Jennifer,
fucking Jennifer?
who,
Bitch?
motherfucker? And I'm like, and so I played. She didn't even know the song. I'm like, are you kidding me?
She never heard the song.
Really?
Oh God.
How can you be marrying this girl?
You want to hear
She
another
just
word?
dropped. The relationship levels just dropped. A notch.
She was at a high point with the Coors Light,
in the
turned
family.
up, and she's
gonna-
dipping turn. She's
I'm
dipping
gonna
hard.
ruin Lauren again. Guess what we watched last night for her first time ever, movie wise.
Wedding Crashers.
Oh God.
That was
Caddyshack?
that was immediately.
Dodgeball.
Replacements.
Planes, trains, and
Do you like to do it
automobiles.
yourself,
Oh, 40-year-old
No virgin?
virgin.
Whoa.
That movie's hilarious.
dude? Tremendous. She was dying. She was having a great time. It was so good, dude. There's
At
so many
least she
lines
had a
there.
good time. At least she had a good time.
Yeah.
You got those feminine features, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to get back up on that pogo stick.
You have kind eyes. Your head has sequence.
I was like hitting lines before they were coming out, and she's just looking at me like,
Did you have shellfish for?
yeah, no. They're not cool, guys. I was tasting shellfish sandwich.
Did you?
Yeah, maybe we should have gone over with you that
Yeah.
when you take the drunk girl home, you drive home. I don't drive. I ride a Schwinn. Well, fuck you, Lance fucking Armstrong.
So good.
Classic.
So the AI is like a big thing. Like we have to be real careful with pricing and just understanding. Like all 4 of us could go into a Starbucks, and all 4 of us could get priced differently.
I just have Katrina buy my Starbucks on her app.
We were on a trip a couple weeks ago, and we paid it
Can
all.
I get let me get a
torch?
Coors Light. No,
Torch?
I'll let Pat have the last torch.
There's like 4 in the
There's
fridge.
there's 2 there still.
There's like 4 more in the fridge.
There's 2
Okay.
torches there, by the way.
He just wanted a Coors Light.
Oh, I missed it.
November 7th, 2020.
First podcast.
November 7th,
First
2020.
podcast.
Wow.
I really
And
thought
we're
I thought it was earlier in the year.
I knew it was in the end of the year, and we're going to. So then we're going on 4 years, Joe.
Coming up on 4 years.
And you guys have the out in your contract at 5. I feel that if you needed the out at 5, I get it.
I want to renegotiate for big money. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I do remember the only real. I don't want to say.
I believe the
guess
podcast has a 5-year extender on my contract, if I'm not mistaken.
It was like you're like, just give us 100 episodes. Just give it 100 episodes when we started. I remember
Yeah, I'm sure that's
what,
yeah.
Peter's like, just give me 350. Just give me 350.
No, hey, listen.
1,000 guys. Once we get to 1,000, let's just go to
listen,
work.
I'm gonna have gifts for you guys. I do truly appreciate you doing this with me. I love it to death. It is minusculely grabbing traffic a little bit.
We should probably give Katrina
our friend
a
group.
present.
Our friend group is growing with it, or like our extended like Grecia now listens.
Peter's reach is getting out.
No, not my. I'm just saying like Grecia likes it now, and then some of her friends are listening to it. Lauren's like entire family listens to it. There's a lot of like people listening to the try to get ops on
There
us.
is one gift if I could request for next week for 200 is the
Please.
Coors Light machine's getting kind of low, so if you could get some Coors Light,
100%.
or tell the bitch sitting next to me to fill the Coors
Also,
Light machine.
Well, if you were drinking like 8 a fucking podcast, you fucking alcoholic.
All right. The next one.
Still sounds
We've
like
talked
you're
about this.
Not filling it up enough.
Yeah.
Yet.
We've talked.
Alcoholic or not.
This is just taking it straight
You're
to the vein over here.
Regardless
To
of
the door.
alcoholism, you're still failing at your job to fill
Hey,
up that.
is
fridge,
he
all right?
has he ever reached in that Coors Light machine and be like, there ain't nothing here for me? No,
Oh, yeah.
always
Oh, yeah,
beer in
yeah.
there.
We've done it once.
couple times.
We've cleaned that out.
Cop doesn't empty his clip and go, oh man, there's just too many bad guys. Stop it.
That's why he reloads it, baby.
Joe,
Exactly. Reload it, motherfucker. You're the reload.
Joe, you know I feel like
That's all
You
good for.
are the
That's all
reload.
you're
Do
good
the
for.
reloading.
I feel like I'm doing my job by drinking the Coors Light.
Exactly.
You keep it fresh in there. Keeping the stock from churning.
So, I feel like this night could be one of those nights again where we're not gonna get stupid, but it could just be fun. Like last week, last week was one of those nights. Like I literally looked at everybody and I was so grateful. It was a no name type of night, but it turned out to be one of those great. Everybody was having great conversations. Everything just worked out. We were able to do this a little bit, this, a little bit of that.
You were on the dance floor, having a little group, having fun.
Yeah, it was a great time.
CJC crew
Yeah.
claim this new turf.
Claiming,
yeah.
trying monopolizing the city of Chicago where we want to be.
Yeah.
We're
Oh,
gonna have our picture up at the bar soon. Be like, no, don't let these guys.
yeah.
in.
Don't let these creeps in.
Yeah, don't let these circle jerk guys in.
The next one, we've talked about this before. Chipotle is finally bending the pressure that their portion size are,
Oh, it's crap.
Shit.
and people are the CEO in the latest. They just had earnings
call,
report.
the earnings call, yeah.
He's like, we're gonna fix it. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna. Oh yeah, you don't know what's going on. You haven't made a decree. Less portions because
Yeah.
the reason you got everybody in was the burritos were the size of Pat's head, and now they're not they're the size of his freaking pinky toe. Get the fuck out of here! You know what was going
We
on.
can't see our picture. They could disappoint fans right now.
No, it was ridiculous. Chipotle was one of those ones you were like, holy crap! I have 2 dinners here.
Oh, absolutely.
You barely have a dinner now.
But it's true though. But it's really true that if you would go
You're
in,
getting a light
if
lunch.
you go in and order, you do get more than if you go order ahead.
Absolutely, I know, I get that.
Yeah, that was like, what is it? You could get like a
stare-
burrito
you
bowl,
stare 'em down,
get
baby.
a side tortilla, and you still have a.
You'd have a burrito and then you'd have a dinner
Yeah.
for tomorrow. No joke.
Yeah.
Chipotle was amazing, and it also wasn't $22 in there.
That's okay. So that's what I was gonna say. Like, me and Sarah took a trip a couple weeks ago, cleared the credit cards of all that debt, and I was like, let me just really like look. Like normally I
hate
I
doing
review
that.
my transactions, but I was like, here now I'm starting at 0 again. and
Bar,
I go
bar,
through,
bar.
Well, I mean that, but it's just like even going to the bar, like around,
Uber,
is
bar,
so
bar,
expensive.
bar.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Joe.
forget
Uber
about it.
is so expensive. Groceries are so
Oh,
expensive.
so
I mean-
it's like
insane.
I mean, 2 gentlemen sitting here would have no idea how expensive it is to get to bars and get home from bars because somebody else is buying the Lyft and Ubers.
Hey, get Venmo and no one to wear this anywhere, right?
No.
No, I 100%.
This guy here dying on a rock like a martyr.
We went to Panera.
You would never get home.
After
You
our
blowing the dust
beautiful
off the
engagement
phone.
photos, we went to Panera
That's probably true.
or at the night before, and it literally I almost wanted to tear.
it's just like
It's
everything.
$34 for a salad, and I'll pick 2.
Yeah, it's
$34.
crazy.
But yesterday, the inflation report said that it was down. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
But it is. It's not inflation. It's greed.
Well, I mean, I was listening to this guy talk about inflation, and he's like, inflation. When people hear inflation goes down, they assume the prices of goods go down. Prices of goods never go down after they go up.
No, never.
He goes, but it's like your rates, the market, things that affect prices, those go down. So you're almost slowing down the increase, as opposed to when inflation hits, you're increasing the stuff at a much faster rate. But it's still going up regardless.
Here's a question: At what we had some cheap beers today at Wrigley Field for the first time in my lifetime, probably. At what
$5 beer now.
At what point would you not buy? At what cost point do you think you wouldn't buy a beer there anymore?
$20.
This is like I was about to say. This is
It's
like
pretty close to it already.
No,
like
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. I'm just cut you off. I apologize.
Oh no.
Now, is that 20 ounce? Is that $20 for the 24-ounce cans or $20 for like
Shut
a
up,
16
Pat.
pack?
Go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead. I'm good.
It would be.
What's this final?
I wouldn't pay $20 for a beer. That's it.
Got it.
Joe, you were saying?
Hopefully you didn't break the microphone.
No, I didn't. I turned it off. I just didn't want a big clang as I.
Fair enough.
No, I was saying it's like that guy's joke back in the day, like filling up your gas. I'm putting down $20. Whatever I'm getting with $20, that's what I'm getting back. So beers cost $50. I go, here's $20. Just give me whatever $20 worth of beer is, and that's what I'll take.
So it's like
That's
a quarter.
a smart move.
That's how I live on gas. I'm not gonna lie. I go for 20, and then it's gonna get me where it's gonna get me. And I don't. That's all I feel good about. No, you know what, Pat? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a one beer at Wrigley Field right now. I don't want to spend more than one beer. I'll buy a round, but that's it. I'm not doing any more.
So a round is like $100, right?
Yes, but that's it.
Basically, yeah.
I'm not doing any more. You go fuck yourselves. I'm done paying these prices.
But buying
here.
the round, you're kind of buying.
But I'm with
you're
my friends.
pre-purchasing 3 other
I
beers.
understand it's one beer.
But like the thing is, like you're buying like a beer for yourself, and then you're gonna get reimbursed by your friends by them buying you a beer.
Unless you're with Pat, then you may not.
Pat.
Then Pat gets you one at the next bar when it's cheaper.
Yeah, then you got to hope that Pat knocks the dust off his other wallet and his phone to get you something.
I keep losing wallets, guys. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so back
Pat Lynch's wallet gets dusted off like when you were catching balls with your baseball mitt. Like you catch a heater and you just see the smoke come off of that thing. It's exactly like that with Pat. He pulls it out and he's like, it's like a phone book. He's like,
moths come out.
I think Pepsi's more willing to bust out his wallet than you, Pat.
Let's not get crazy
back to
about
the
hold on,
5
guys.
for
I
5.
think it still works.
Let's not get crazy about it.
Cocaine sharks, boys.
I did see this off the coast of Argentina. They were catching.
I didn't quite get
testing sharks.
I didn't quite get if the sharks had ingested cocaine or if they had put them in there trying to like get the sharks.
It's
to swim
coming
somewhere.
through the sewage. It's
Oh,
not. It's not. Sorry, it's not the like
So
them
they're-
losing, like the drug dealers losing. No,
Yeah.
it's coming through their sewage. Brazil is the second biggest cocaine users in South America.
That's insane.
Who's
Yeah,
first?
I did.
Colombia?
Yeah.
I did see that article. I kind of started reading it, and I got sidetracked and I didn't finish it. But I did read it. Like they were saying, they thought they're like, we're these smugglers from Mexico that are dropping possibly package of bricks of cocaine. Are the sharks eating? And they're like, there's no conclusive proof that they're doing it.
No, it's just in the water.
Because the other thing,
So this is not cocaine bears.
no.
It sounds like the sequel to Cocaine Bears.
They did
should
make
be.
Shark.
they made a B movie called Cocaine Shark. You can find there's a movie.
That's crazy. Did you guys watch Cocaine Bear?
No.
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 I saw the movie. It's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, I've heard it.
It's like loosely based, like a kind of a true
It's
story.
nowhere near
It's
based
It's
on
loosely like
It's
There was a-
inspired by true events,
Yeah.
and
There was a bear that did some
I've
coke,
seen
right?
some clips of it. Like
Absolutely. So the story is the bear ate cocaine that fell from Colombia, where they used to.
Fly
but
over.
the bear had a heart attack. He ate so much cocaine, he had a heart attack. He didn't hurt anybody.
That's
Oh.
what I imagine would
bet
happen with
better
the
story if
shark.
he ate
Like
some
the
people.
shark, if the shark ate like a brick of cocaine, it would just go like in a complete shock
Yeah.
and like die.
Yeah, it would have.
It's not going on some murderous rampage. Like,
Yeah.
I'm about to climb on land. Let me get Joe Keneally's ass real quick.
it turns into the shark from those phone games where you're just like coming
Yeah.
up and it's launching into
Oh,
the air, eating
like
people
shark-
just
yeah.
nom 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 nom.
The shark attack games or whatever.
yeah.
That's good. And then my last 5 for 5 was there was a humpback whale. So these guys are fishermen. They're fishing. I forget what coast it's off of, but they were fishing, whatever. And a humpback whale just breaches the water, and its tail lands on the boat and just two men just fly in the air.
The boat got
Oh,
destroyed.
shit.
Boat got destroyed. Yeah.
The article was, why did the humpback whale do that? And it's like, hand to the face, forearm to why?
Boat should have been sitting there.
No, it's an animal. It breaches the water. It tails. It just happens. It's out of a million times. That's not gonna. It's 1 out of a million.
Yeah, it's it's that thing where it's like wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately, like you were just you happen
Yeah.
to be in the one spot where that whale decided it's the perfect spot for me to breach, and I'm gonna come up.
I didn't realize whales were that close to the coast because that was pretty close to the coast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think honestly, with the less of the hunting of the whales, America is really good about not polluting the ocean as much. We're having a resurgence in the ocean life. Everywhere else is.
I remember when I was
Did
in
you
Alaska,
guys-
we saw whale breach like that. And it was, that's crazy. But they the thing is they're not going to resurface. Like they're going to go down. Like they'll be down there for like hours after that.
Yeah.
Speaking of the ocean, have you guys heard about dark oxygen?
No.
This is huge. So they found previously everybody's understanding of oxygen being generated is through. Do you know the scientific method that it's called?
Oh God.
Where like the sun comes down.
I know. I'm trying to
gives-
think. I'm trying to think of like plants where plants like
It's that.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
Like the hypo or the.
It's a photosynthesis.
photosynthesis.
That's
There you
exactly
go.
Oh, is it
Yep.
really? Okay.
I couldn't
So-
think of the word.
Bam.
For up till today, that was science's understanding. The only way oxygen gets created, it's the reason Earth is an oxygen-rich environment because of plant life.
All the
blah,
plants
blah,
and
blah.
trees. Yeah.
2-3 weeks ago, they found reserves underneath the ocean floor made up of like magnesium. It was a slew of things. They're generating oxygen underneath. They're producing and creating oxygen underneath the surface of like the bottom floor of the ocean. So more oxygen is being created. The guy who did this test. He took students out and his group out to do a test like a couple of years ago. Sent down the sensors, and he's like, sensors are wrong. It's picking up more oxygen on the floor than it is on the surface. That's not physically
Yeah,
possible. Guy comes back a couple of years later. Now this is huge because there's something. What's the material that is in everyone's phone? Cobalt.
Okay.
Cobalt is another piece of this. So what is happening now is companies would like dig into the ocean floor, pull up this material. Now they're like, well, if we pull up this material, it could completely change our understanding of how oceans work, because now all these wildlife, in the ocean is getting this oxygen from underneath. It could completely change everything.
That's
so
wild.
now oxygen is not just a thing on the surface. It's actually and then what that could mean is if we put these elements in production somewhere, we can then create oxygen in other places. You don't need plant life. You may not even need.
Wow, that's insane.
I mean, it just changes so much because these elements together basically burn, and then when water gets in contact, it like basically burns the hydrogen, and then it just releases oxygen, pure oxygen underneath.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so it's like a huge.
So it'd be like, it'd be almost like possible, like if it wasn't like you're at the bottom of this ocean and all the pressure that's put on you, you could possibly technically survive because there's enough oxygen.
So you're
down
saying
there.
there's a chance that there's an Atlantis city
I
down
don't know
there.
about like pressure and.
I mean,
that
also,
stuff,
if you
but
took
yeah.
the pressure out, like if you took out
Oh fuck that! Oh Jesus!
That was an eyeball.
if you took like the pressure, the pressure of being like getting down that far,
Yeah,
You-
you'd have a source of oxygen
could
that
breathe
you
that,
could
yeah.
possibly do stuff with.
wow,
yeah.
that's wild.
Very
it's
interesting.
it's huge. So Sonic had it right.
Yeah.
You go underwater, you suck up the oxygen
oxygen
bubbles.
bubble,
Sonic
and
had it right.
living the dream.
That damn
Is
hedgehog.
Sonic
That
Nostradamus?
damn hedgehog.
That's tremendous. All right, let's get into a little fun game, and then we'll end on our feel-good notes. All right. So, the Olympics this year. Oh no, did I not save it? Of course I didn't.
Believe it or not.
Well,
Damn
we
it.
could-
Oh
we
wait, no, I
could-
did. I
hold
did.
on.
I did. I did.
Oh,
I
you
got
got
it. I got it. I
I
got
was
it.
gonna say I could ask a question if you needed time to pull it up.
The Olympics in Paris. I mean, I don't feel like there's as much buzz. It literally the opening ceremonies were Friday night. You know when the first Olympic Games were?
I
It
know
was
that they
earlier
did something
this week.
Thursday, but
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Yep.
So
I
opening
saw the-
ceremony, but they had things going on Wednesday.
Yeah, 'cause
that's normal though.
Well, because that happens at all of them because they have soccer and they have like the
Yeah,
soccer
I'm
like
sure they
pools.
did.
Yeah.
So what I thought would be fun is it an Olympic sport or is it not an Olympic sport?
Oh baby.
Sweet.
And the reason I brought this up is because it was crazy to me that one that Joe stated in the car.
There's multiple new Olympic sports this year.
Breakdancing is now an Olympic sport.
It's called breaking.
That's craziness.
I would have
All right.
guessed no for the record on that one.
Is bowling an Olympic sport?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Chris, you are 1 for 0. Is archery an Olympic
He's 0
sport?
for 0 for 1 then.
Archery is, yes.
Wait,
Yes, it is.
are you saying that?
I'm sorry. Chris
Chris,
got
was-
it right. I apologize if I made
Yeah,
that
Chris
confusing.
It was
I did.
very confusing how you
Yes,
phrased that.
so 1, 0, 0 is archery an Olympic sport.
Yes.
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 2, 1, 1. Is equestrian an Olympic sport?
Yes.
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 Okay. 3, 2, 2. Is dragon boat racing an Olympic sport?
No.
Say that again.
I'm sorry. Is dragon boat racing an Olympic sport?
Dragon.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no, then that would be remotely B.
So oddly specific. I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no as well.
Okay. So 4, right? Or 3,
4.
2, or 4.
4 and 3.
Yep. Is tug of war an Olympic sport?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Tug of war.
It was.
is
It
currently
was.
Should have been.
It was.
No, it is currently not an Olympic sport, but it was from
yeah,
19 something.
It was, yeah. I remember. That's why I thought it was still.
Interesting.
Is parkour an Olympic sport?
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna
only
say
because it's in Paris, and that's where parkour started, and I feel like
Parkour.
it might. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm going no.
I'm going to jump on the Joe Keneally train and say yes.
Chris and Pat are now tied. Parkour is not an Olympic sport.
All right.
Damn.
Is rugby? Is rugby sevens an Olympic sport?
Yes.
Yes, I saw it on TV earlier
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that
That's
you said rugby sevens too, because that's like a specific type
I
of
didn't
rugby.
know. I don't know the difference between
But,
rugby and sevens.
yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit of a faster game.
Thanks, Joe.
Is karate an Olympic sport?
Yes.
I know it
No.
used. I know it used to be because
No.
I'm gonna say wait karate or is
Yeah,
it
is karate an Olympic sport?
because
I'm saying no.
Rousey's got a gold medal or some shit.
That's jiu-jitsu.
That's yeah. She's.
I'm gonna go.
That was actually not jujitsu.
No.
I'm gonna
That
go
was-
no just
No.
because I'll be tied with Chris either way. So
That was. I think it was judo.
Oh,
that
you're
she
right. I'm
got.
sorry.
It
You're right,
is
yeah.
judo.
I'm gonna say yes though. That karate is.
You guys are all now tied. Karate is an
I
Olympic
thought it was
sport.
taekwondo. I knew taekwondo and fucking judo were.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's
we've
like
got
karate is such a
two left
generic
here.
thing, you know.
Two left.
All right.
Is kababi an Olympic sport?
Are you
And
saying
I'll
it
hear.
right?
Let me. I'll
Are
figure
you
it out.
saying it
Let me
right?
I might not be saying it right, but I'll Google what it is, really quickly, just to give you guys a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Sorry. Yeah. Let me get in here.
Sounds
Can
like
I
something
use
you
it as a
order at the
sentence,
end of a
please?
drinking
Yep.
night. Can I get one kababi, please?
No kababi for you.
All right. It is the second most popular and viewed sport in India after cricket. It is the state game of the Indian state Andhra Pradesh, and it looks like. Let me see here. Hold
Interesting.
on. It's kind of like rugby.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna go no because it sounds too specific to one country.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It would be like football. It'd be like football being an Olympic sport.
I'm gonna say yes, just so I can break apart from the pack if I'm wrong.
Okay, so Chris and Chris and Pat are now in the lead.
Okay. Well.
All right, and we're gonna leave on the last one here. Is lacrosse an Olympic sport? Let's go with Pat answering first, so he can't follow Chris.
Pass.
Baz.
That was good, Pat. That's fair. You get a point for style.
I'm gonna go with this. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I'm gonna say yes.
This is funny. I could just say yes and tie with these guys, or I could say no and try to go for the win, and be tied with Joe, which I wouldn't be too upset with. But I feel like lacrosse is an American sport and not a world sport, so I'm gonna go
That's
with
fair.
no.
But we got a champion, Chris McGraw.
Woo! Yes,
That's fair.
suck it, ladies.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Way to go, Chris.
That was the
McGraw.
same logic I used for the last one.
Exactly.
I have a question for you guys. Have you guys heard of cross canoeing?
No,
I have not.
Of course
I
I
know
do it all-
canoeing is an
They do it
Olympic
all the time,
sport.
baby.
This is a brand new sport introduced this year.
Okay.
I think they get dropped in from like 10 feet above the water.
Wow.
And
What?
then they have to. There's something about it where they have to end by doing a full 360 under. So you're going underwater and back up. Like you have to rotate your canoe.
Oh, you have to flip it.
Yeah. Like, so you're going sideways, of course. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
Joe, do you realize that I feel like if I got dropped from 10 feet in the air with a canoe, I'd break the canoe?
I'd shit my pants when I hit the water. Like,
I would
the
just
shit
break-
would just keep coming out of my body as soon as I hit
I would
hard
go-
surface.
I'd
Don't
hit
worry,
the-
we'll get you some Modi
Right.
AD.
I would hit that
Is
water
Modi
go
AD
right
a
through.
performance enhancing drug in that scenario?
I would put a hole in the butt part of my canoe so the shit could just continue flowing down and just...
And then Joe sinks because the water comes in.
I wouldn't have that issue. I just go right through the canoe.
When I heard these guys get dropped, I'm like, holy
That is
shit.
wild.
That's a
It
good
sounds
one.
like a made-up sport. I listened to the rules of it, but it sounds like a made-up sport. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I dropped my canoe from 10 feet because I drink Mountain Dew and I'm extreme.
Hey, JD Vance says that if you drink Mountain Dew, you're racist. Also, if you're single, you're probably a cat lady.
Also,
who
if
shouldn't
Oh
run.
my God, JD
Yes,
Vance
thank you,
came out and
JD.
He's like,
Also, if your name is JD Vance, you might be a racist too.
they're gonna say that I'm
Yeah.
racist because I drink Mountain Dew.
No. Diet Mountain Dew.
Cricket.
Shut the hell up.
Does he
The
put-
amount of people
Does he put it in his bourbon?
reacted- Dude, I wish.
That's classy.
The amount of people that laughed at his joke, his Mountain Dew joke, are about the same level of reactions that Peter got last week with his how many seconds got added to the Earth question. Like,
Very
Just a bunch of
anticlimactic.
crickets.
oh, dude, you had like 2-3 people clap out of pity when he started talking about that Mountain Dew thing. He's getting replaced.
He's an idiot.
He's getting replaced. They're not keeping him as the vice president.
All right. Let's do some feel-good stories on this beautiful podcast on 199.
Associated Press, bless you. Associated Press had to put out an article that said J.D. Vance does not fuck his couch.
Okay.
They didn't use the word fuck, but they said, actually, they put out an article saying J.D. Vance does not have sex with his couch, and then so many people responded saying, you definitively have proof that he's never had sex with his couch, and they had to re-release it with a correction that says there is no evidence to support that J.D. Vance fucks his couch.
But what a time to be in America. What a time to be in
And I'm
America.
proud to be an American.
Oh, sorry. We don't know for certain if he does or does not fuck his couch. There's just no evidence
That's
supporting
the
it.
feel-good story.
And there goes Mr. Davis on the listening podcast.
Oh, yeah, he's done.
Hey, this is real news.
It
All right?
is. It
Associated
is.
Press
You
put
know-
out this article.
The FBI had to backtrack because they stupidly said that Trump didn't get hit with a bullet. And then they're like, because there is a picture with him without the bandage right now, and his ear doesn't look that messed up. But I don't.
I saw a couple things.
Is
on
my
this.
ear handles? It heals quicker than any ear ever. It's the best. It's the best ear.
I mean, dude was bleeding on stage. Like,
That's
he
what I
got
thought.
They,
one
they,
hit,
they say it
but
was like
Shrapnel,
shrapnel,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Dude dodged a bullet.
Okay.
His
Let's get
knee
some
off.
feel-good stories here. Severe shaking in Parkinson's patient calms down in just 6 days with new drug. And you can actually watch a guy who had severe Parkinson's, and then in just 6 days it was.
Is that what Michael J. Fox says?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, is that it's just stopping the shaking? It doesn't do anything else
I think
with with the disease.
I
I'm
think
just
one of
curious.
the for Michael J. Fox, I think his biggest issue is the shaking.
Yeah,
Just
because
the
you
shaking,
lose
okay.
control. You lose control
Yeah.
of your motor functions.
Yes, that would be great if
okay.
they can fix
Wow.
that. I thought marijuana, like parts of marijuana, like or CBD and all that, like the-
THC and
yeah,
stuff.
THC.
It
really-
might like slow it down a little. Not
Yeah.
slow it down, but like the shaking kind of might reduce.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool.
Let's see here.
I thought I saw something too that they found a trigger where if they hit it with electricity, it would stop people from shaking. They're making some big advances.
Yes,
on
they are,
Parkinson's.
which is great. Which
Yeah.
is really because that's a tough one. I really wish they could come up with something with for dementia soon here.
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be kinda
Oh,
nice.
man, yeah.
Yeah. The Brown's Age ship replica made from reeds and goat hair just sailed 50 nautical miles. That's kind of cool.
That's wild.
Oh.
U.S. Post Office honors Alex Trebek with new stamps that look like Jeopardy questions.
I did see, but I read about this. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Not bad for a Canadian.
Let's see. No. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's not bad at all. German zoo honors little Link's wish to be free after repeat escape attempts.
Fuck yes.
That's-
He gets
Wow.
hit by a car immediately after.
Oh, gee.
He's going to get out there and be like, you know what?
I gotta fend for my own food. This
He's
is
gonna,
bullshit.
he's gonna be like, God damn it, I need my own food.
I think Patrick sometimes thinks about like getting out on the porch and be like, I could go. And then she's like, Then she looks at her food bowl and she's
Then
like,
she
wait.
pees herself.
Grass always looks greener. on
You know
the
which
other
cat
side,
has
man.
no interest in going outside or no interest in the outside world?
Is Archer?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know.
He is a very content inside cat.
I don't know that Patches would go anywhere, but she gives, get the gaze at a bird.
Giddy would go out and explore around.
Oh, yeah.
Lizzie would. I don't think Lizzie would go too much far outside this yard.
Wow, this is crazy. Blood test that detects sepsis in 10 minutes by squeezing blood cells, hailed as the Holy Grail.
Wow.
Oh, that's a game
Sepsis
changer.
was a very,
Yeah.
very, very scary.
You don't want that.
That's the poisoning of the
Fuck
blood.
I think two
Sid-
Pfizer's banging in my pants here.
Yeah.
City experiments with reusable cups at Starbucks, Taco Bell, and 30 other restaurants with return bins all over town.
Oh, return bin. So they take the cups, wash them, and then resell or reuse them.
Yeah,
That's
just
kind of
send them-
interesting.
I mean, you'd think with all the technologies, we could find something that's biodegradable, that's affordable.
The one client that Dave and I have, he does a coffee shop. All of his products are made of corn, and they're all biodegradable.
That's kind of interesting.
But they cost, I'm sure, a little bit more.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Oh, this is crazy. Uber driver picks up passenger and realizes it's his long lost friend.
Oh, nice.
That'd
Nice.
be pretty cool.
And he's like, your life's really gone to
Guy in the
shit.
back
driving
seat's
Uber."
like, I still don't want to talk to the driver.
You know what's
1 star.
Walk into Uber. Ah, fuck, it's you again.
He's like, I've not been lost. I just don't like you.
Yeah,
I've lost
Dude, I haven't seen you in
myself
20
from
years. There's a
you.
reason for that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I've got two. I'll end on. This is kind of a nice one. Primary cause of lupus, which I'm not exactly sure what lupus is,
I think it's a skin disease, right?
discovered and a possible way to reverse it.
Affects a couple things.
Yeah, I think it's like an autoimmune disease. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
sure, but yeah.
Lauren was telling me that Uber, for a while there, Uber was only connecting her with women drivers. And women drivers were only connected with women passengers.
I mean, I can see the
In
women. I can
safety.
see women passengers only getting women drivers.
I definitely get, especially after like a certain time
Yeah,
of night.
yeah.
I totally understand.
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of nice. I get
Yeah.
that there's maybe some weird rules that whatever, and maybe there's not the possibility is not always there. But if you like, and not to say that women can't hurt women or any of that, but you know, maybe they understand their
Or vice
flight,
versa.
yeah.
Women can't fucking
Yeah.
Say
beat
what you
the
do you
crap
want-
out of Peter.
Yeah, I mean, do you want a 120-pound woman picking up like 4 drunken idiots, or do you
Yeah.
want, or do you
That's-
want like
yeah.
100%.
or vice versa, like a really big dude picking up 4 women?
Yeah.
Say what you
I
want
get it.
about like gender
Just it's a limit
differences.
de-risk it. It's like it's just de
Yeah.
like, it's, the
Yeah.
likelihood is less,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Oh boys, 199.
It's
About to
there.
get that 200. Who would have thought?
I mean, Chris McGraw had no greatness beer when we started this.
I know.
I'm trying to
now
come
it's
up
all-
with a shirt that says 200 episodes of a podcast no one wants to. No
CJC
one
crew
wanted.
reaches 200.
200 episodes of a podcast no one ever needed.
The
Something like
podcast
that.
you didn't know you needed, but you.
I'm working with ChatGPT to come up with a cool shirt for us.
Yeah.
But on that beautiful note, boys,
Will it be tie-dye?
I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can get it done in time. That's the other big thing. We'll get it figured out. I mean,
Matt knows
another
a guy who does some quick shirts.
Not anymore.
Okay. It's been fun, and today was an awesome day. I was a little nervous with all the timing and everything we had to get done, but it was a really fun day, and I'm excited to get to PRB and try their new Pilsner.
Oh, yeah. Joe, you ready for next week? Because I'm ready. Bye. Joe, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.